Republican Party under Trump has become a tremendous success.
Are you going to be able to flip blue states like in New York and in New Jersey? There's a rumor you're going to do a rally in the South Bronx.
I think so, yeah. I think I will do that. And
what are you going to do then?
I think I'll do one maybe at Madison Square Garden, too. I think we have a chance. New York has changed a lot in the last 2 years. We have migrants all over the street. They're living on Madison Avenue. I mean, nobody can believe what's happened to New York. The people of New York are angry. People that would have never voted for me because I'm a Republican. I mean, they're Democrats. Their parents would they vote for Democrats. I think they're going to vote for me. So I think we're going to give New York a heavy shot. They're very unhappy in New York, what's happening. And they're unhappy with the crime. You take a look at the crime in New York, it's at record levels. The other thing is, and very importantly, New Jersey. I think New Jersey can be flipped. I think that Virginia can be flipped. I think that New Mexico can be flipped. And I think Minnesota can be flipped. And I'm not even sure that everything can't be flipped.
Vivek Ramaswamy is a former 2024 presidential candidate. Vivek, I will save DEI and I will give you cannabis. Is that going to work?
It's one Hail Mary after another, Jesse. First he wasn't going to debate, now he's going to debate. First he wanted an open border, now he favors closing the border, kind of. First it was he's for criminalizing marijuana, then decriminalizing it. People aren't buying it. And here's why Trump is winning with black voters. Black voters want some of the same things that every voter wants, which is honesty. Remember, Joe Biden is the guy who had the gall to say condescendingly that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Well, you know what? People have eyes. Black people and all voters alike understand what 4 years under Donald Trump was like versus 4 years under Joe Biden. They respect that honesty, and I think that's why we're seeing these unprecedented numbers from minority communities across the board going for Donald Trump, and I think that could be a landslide ahead this year if we seize on it.
Yeah, they respect the honesty, and they're just getting shellacked economically. Donald Trump, Vivek, just announcing right now, he's going to hold on Thursday evening a big event in the South Bronx. What does that tell you?
It tells me that actually Republicans are finally showing up in places that we should have been for a long time. The last time a Republican for president went to the South Bronx was actually Ronald Reagan in 1980, and that made a big difference then. I think we can have a 1980, 1984 style Reagan outcome this year. And I think it's fantastic that President Trump is going to the South Bronx, not putting on theatrics like Joe Biden is doing, trying to check boxes, but authentically actually speaking to voters. America First includes all Americans. I'm talking to you tonight from Chicago. During my own campaign, I visited the south side of Chicago, Jesse. And there were more voters there who agreed with me on topics ranging from cutting off foreign aid that doesn't advance U.S. interests in places like Ukraine, all the way to sealing our own southern border. So I think these historical lines that the media has drawn, that the Democratic Party has drawn, trying to pit black against white, or man against woman, or gay against straight, or even Democrat against Republican, those are false boundaries. When you have an America First movement now, that's, I dare say, reuniting this country. And that's what Donald Trump is going to deliver.
1,000%. And, you know, I can speak to this because I've talked to folks, and, you know, when you take out Democrat and Republican and you just enter, right, America First policies, like Vivek was just talking about, closing the border, putting Americans' interest first, above all. I don't care what's going on over there, right? Putting Americans first, making sure Americans are taken care of, making sure that we aren't leaving veterans homeless on the streets, making sure the people that were crying out in Chicago for help and assistance, making sure they come first before illegal immigrants, right? Putting Americans first. When you talk about these things with Democrats, they agree. And it's like, well, that's the Republican stance. So, like, when you take that out, it's like, oh, okay, well, we both agree. But because the media and Democrat politicians have done a job on dividing us so much that, you know, when some people hear Republican, it's like this knee jerk reaction, like, oh, no. When in reality, it shouldn't matter if they're a Republican or a Democrat. If they're putting you and your needs first, that's what should matter. And Republicans are clearly doing that, and Democrats clearly aren't. As you heard him say, Joe Biden is just interested in checking boxes. We're gonna make marijuana legal. Look. I visited a historically black college. Hey, look. You know, they're just interested in checking boxes last minute right before an election. Trump is saying, hey, let's just put Americans first. That'll take care of it all. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, you're blue, you're purple, you're tall, you're short, you're fat, you're skinny, you're gay, you're straight. Don't matter. If we put Americans first, everybody is taken care of. We're not going to be concerned with all that going on over there. So as you just heard, Trump is actually going to hold a rally this Thursday, May 23rd in the South Bronx. Okay, and I just want you guys to see some of the reactions coming out of the South Bronx. Check this out.
Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump. Trump, 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 Trump.
So that is in the Bronx, okay? And I've got some more images out of there as well. Let's check some of those clips out too.
About outside noise, we got to come together, Latino, Black Americans, white Americans, Jew Americans, to save this country. They are only interested in stripping us of our
Yes, everyone, I agree with that message.
sovereignty, stripping us of our rights, stripping us of our religious rights, stripping us of our freedom of speech. They are moving fast, and we have to get together to make sure we support Donald Trump, to make sure we have somebody in the White House that will stand up for us. That's what it's all about. It's not about the outside noise. It's about us making noise together to save this country. And I'm so happy to see so many clergy people here, because I lost faith in the church. I lost faith because I thought the church had forgotten the fact that their job was to stand up for the less unfortunate. And guess what? We have so many Americans doing so bad in this country because we have people in this country believe that they have the right to strip us of our humanity, strip us of everything that we own, strip us of our rights to raise our children the way we want to raise our children. We have to stand up against them. We have to make sure that our voices are louder than that. That's what we have to do. We have to stop standing silent, and we have to stop being quiet. We have to stand up against the tyranny of our time, like all of our leaders did for us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1000%. Hey, and listen, there's more. Check out this clip as well.
We are in the South Bronx. Again, we are not here to see Trump. We are here to tell the people that we are with Trump. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Trump. We love 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 Trump.
All right, you are.
But the black people have been enslaved.
Sorry.
Black people have been misled. That's an evil party. They want to destroy their family. They don't believe in God. They trash the Constitution. They oppose all major civil liberties.
We love Trump. We love Trump.
Now, keep in mind, this is deep blue New York, okay, where this is taking place. And I've got more clips, guys.
We want jobs. We want fair housing. We want better schools. So our children won't be accused of not being able to know what a computer is.
Obviously a reference to Kathy Hochul, who accused young black kids of not knowing what a computer is, which is absolutely asinine, right? But it just goes to show who Democrats truly are. Of course, she tried to come out and to apologize afterwards, but just imagine if Trump said something like that. It wouldn't matter if he apologized 1,000 times. They would run that on a loop for 1,000 years, right? This is the Republican Party, you know? But hey, you know, that's Democrats for you. I'm not too shocked, but we won't forget, and I won't let anybody else forget who these Democrats are. I will be airing that clip from time to time of what Kathy Hochul thought about black folks. But like I was saying, this is a deep blue state where I believe Trump lost by like 20 something points in 2016 and 2020, right? Which is, it's not a surprise. It's deep blue. Of course, you expect New York to go blue, to go Democrat. Same thing with California. You're not shocked when there's that big of a spread, especially for places like New York and California. Yes, I call California California. That's not a slip of the tongue, all right? I'm not losing my mind, okay? You know, like they try to accuse Trump of when he said, Obama's actually running the country. And they said, oh, Trump's losing his mind. No, he said that on purpose. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You're not shocked, right? But recent polls have showed that Trump may be getting down to single digits. Yes, I know, it's high single digits, 9, 10, right? It's been floating around there, okay? But to have a significant drop like that, because I believe he lost by like 23 or something points, if I remember correctly. So to cut that in over half, to go from 23 down to 10 or 9, depending on the poll, right? That is significant. That is very, very significant. Now, it doesn't say that he wins New York, but he also hasn't really been making a hard push for New York. So just imagine if he makes a hard push for New York, what could possibly happen then? Am I saying it's likely? No, if I'm being completely honest, not highly likely that New York goes red. Now, if it does, boy, oh, man, let me tell y'all something. When they start announcing the results, you know, the results start popping up. If I see New York go red, bro, I'm going live right here on YouTube and I'm saying he won. I don't care. I don't care if New York is like the first state that they announce the results for. If Trump wins New York, it's over. If New York can go red from being deep blue, we ain't got nothing else to worry about, all right? Nothing else to worry about. But I do also want to play this clip for you, what Sharon Osbourne had to say with Sage Steele, all right? Check out this clip.
The question is it salvageable? Do you think it's salvageable here?
I don't think you're going to see any change here in the next 4 years, put it that way. This is a long-term effort to get this city back to what it was.
What will it take, though? Because in my opinion, people here don't change the way they vote. Even if they don't believe it, they kind of stick to whatever is comfortable.
There's a lot of people in this town, let me tell you, that say that they're Democrats, but they don't vote for the Democrat. They vote for the Republican.
They just keep
taxes.
it quiet?
They keep it quiet. So many people. Believe me, especially in film and music.
Of course. And I guess I expect that because you can't think that everyone is that ignorant. And by the way, I wish it weren't DNR or.
You can't think that everyone is that ignorant. And I've said that before. I was like, I forgot what video I talked about it in. Maybe some of you might remember. But I said, there's no way that all of these so-called celebrities all agree you must vote Democrat. Like, it's clearly a ploy. There's clearly a push for them to come out and say this, right? To say this thing. Doesn't matter what they actually do, but as long as they say it, say Democrat, right? There's a push. And you just heard Sharon Osbourne tell you, these folks aren't actually Democrats. They say it, but they keep who they vote for on the hush, and it's really Republicans. But that's also a thing that I think needs to be addressed, and it is the workplace environment situation, depending upon who you vote for. That is absolutely ridiculous, right? And I think that Trump should address that once he becomes president. Strongly come out with a strong statement on it. You know, because there's clearly something going on with these so-called celebrities, right? When they all are coming out and saying the same thing, oh, yeah, oh, Democrat, 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 you know, we got to vote Democrat, right? It's clear that it's not genuine, but also, why are they all forced to do that, you know? And the ones that didn't, why did their careers, start to slide away? It's obvious what's going on, and it should be addressed, because once you have that stopped, this whole, all celebrities say Democrat, a lot of this stuff, because unfortunately some people are still influenced by celebrities, right? It's unfortunate, but I think once that ends, Democrats are really going to be in some deep trouble, right? Because they rely on celebrities. I mean, look what Kamala and Joe Biden have tried to do in the past. Bring up a bunch of celebrities. Hey, look, see, hey, we got Fat Joe at the White House. Look, guys, look, that's his legitimate rap name, okay, for anybody. There's a rapper by the name of Fat Joe, for those that are wondering. Kamala Harris had him at the White House, and they were trying to discuss marijuana and legalizing it, which is kind of funny considering she locked up a bunch of people and laughed about smoking it. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts, your opinions on all of this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.